China wants to own America within 15 years, warns Joe Biden amid Wuhan lab probe. China wants to own America, Joe Biden has warned after tensions between Washington and Beijing flared in the midst of the COVID-19 origin probe. The US president made a chilling speech and about China's threat against Western democracy on Friday during a visit to a military airbase in southern Virginia. Recalling past conversations the two world leaders have shared, Mr. Biden opened up about his Chinese counterpart's intentions. He said, "I have spent more time with President Xi of China than any other world leader. For 24 hours of private meeting with just an interpreter, 17,000 miles traveling in China and here." He firmly believes that China before the year 2035 is going to own America because autocracies can make quick decisions. But America is unique, and all nations in the world, we are the only nation organized based on an idea. Over the course of his 23-minute long speech, the US president did not expand on his comments as to what he meant by own America, nor did he mention China again. Tensions between Washington and Beijing have surged in recent weeks after scientists across the world called for an investigation into the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic, with some claiming it may have leaked from the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Mr. Biden ordered numerous labs to assist the intelligence community in compiling a report within 90 days after it emerged that 3 researchers from the Wuhan Institute were hospitalized in November 2019, just months before the outbreak. Taking the offensive against the US President, Chinese Foreign Minister Zhao Lijiang blasted Joe Biden for the continued investigation. He said the US doesn't care about facts or truth at all, neither it is interested in serious scientific study on the origins. Its only aim is to use the pandemic for stigmatization and political manipulation to shift the blame. Mr. Zhao demanded the US laboratory should also be investigated, adding that US Army Biomedical Laboratory for Detrick also contains multiple secrets and owes an explanation to the world. In his speech to the US President added, "None of you get your rights from your government. You get your rights merely because you are a child of God. The government is there to protect those God-given rights. No other government has been based on that nation. No one can defeat us except us." Thank you.